What's up, everybody? This is Dirty Mathematics here with another example to explore. And today, guys, I want to go over example 6 of how to solve quadratic equations while using the quadratic formula, okay? So in this particular situation, guys, we have 16t squared minus 7t equals 17t minus 9, okay? So the first thing, guys, that we want to do is we want to set the whole quadratic equation to 0. And the only way we can do that, guys, is we need to move everything on one side. We need to move everything on one side. So what I'm going to do is, guys, excuse me, I'm going to move 17t and negative 9 to this particular side, okay? So the opposite of 17t is negative 17t or minus 17t. So I'm going to cross it out, okay? So on this side, guys, I'm going to subtract 17t. Okay, and then the opposite of saying minus 9 is plus 9. So negative 9 is going to cancel out with positive 9 on the right side, but I'm going to add 9 to this side, okay? Oh, and also, let me back up, guys. I can actually put minus 17t under 70, negative 70, right? Because they are like terms. So minus 17t can actually go under negative 17, okay, or minus 17, all right? And then once again, I'm going to add 9 on the outside, all right? So plus 9, all right? So we always start off with the value that has the highest power, which is 16t squared. So let's start off with that. So I'm going to have 16t squared, or to the second power, okay? Negative 7t minus 17t is just like saying negative 7 plus a negative 17, which is a negative 24. So that's going to equal negative 24t. That's going to equal negative 24t. Okay? And then the plus 9, right? There was no like terms over here with the plus 9, so it's going to be plus 9 equal 0. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully moved all of our terms to one particular side in order to make the whole quadratic equation equal 0. Okay? And once again, guys, let me just check. I just want to always check to make sure I did everything right. Okay, once again, we were subtracting. Okay, cool. Everything is gravy. All right? Now, what we need to do is, guys, we need to understand what is the quadratic formula. All right? Remember, guys, the quadratic formula, in this case, the variable is t. So it's going to be t equals negative b, all right, plus or minus the square root of positive b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a, okay? Once again, this is the quadratic formula, and guys, it will never, ever, ever change. This is the quadratic formula that we're going to be using, and it will never, never change, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is, guys, we're going to find out what is A, what is B, what is negative B, and what is C, okay? Now, remember, guys, A is always the coefficient that's attached to the variable that's to the second power, okay? So it's going to be 16t because it's attached to t to the second power. So A is going to be a positive 16. That's the value of A that we're going to use, okay? B is the coefficient that's attached to t to the first power. So negative 24 is B. Negative 24 is B. Now, if negative 24 is a positive B, then negative B is a positive 24. Okay, understand that. We have a B, we have a positive B, which is negative 24, but negative B is a positive 24. All right? And then last but not least, guys, we got C. C is the constant at the end, which is the plus 9. So C equals a positive 9. Okay? So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully created our key of values that we're going to use in order to solve this particular formula, okay? Or use these values to put in the formula to solve. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the first process. Negative b is a positive 24, so it's going to be 24 plus or minus the square root of b squared. That's going to be negative 24 squared. All right, so it's going to be negative 24 squared to the second power minus 4 times a. A is 16, so it's going to be times 16 times c, which is 9, times 9. Okay? All over 2 times a, which is 2 times 16. All right? So let's go ahead and start solving this particular formula. All right, so negative 24 squared, negative 24 times negative 24 equals a positive 576, okay? So this equals 576, all right? Now I have a negative times a positive, which is a negative, times another positive, which is still a negative, right? So it's gonna be minus inside. It's gonna be minus inside, okay? So we're gonna have 4 times 16 times 9. 4 times 16 times 9 is 576. So 576. Okay, and then down here, guys, we have 2 times 16, which is a positive 32. Okay, and then guys, 576 minus 576 equals 0, right? So now, guys, this is what we're gonna have. I just want to show you that it's gonna equal 0. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just write it all the way out so you can see. Okay, over 32, and then we're gonna have 576 minus 576. Okay. 576 minus 576 equals 0, and the square root of 0 is 0, right? So basically, guys, we're only gonna have one answer when it comes to what t can actually equal, okay? Going to be equal 24 over 32. Okay, we don't no longer leave that plus or minus, because plus or minus 0, it doesn't do anything, right? Now, of course, guys, we can simplify if we divide by 8. So if I divide 24 by 8 and then 32 by 8, I will have 24 divided by 8 is 3. 32 divided by 8 is 4. So t can equal a value of 3 over 4, or 3/4. Okay? So this right here, guys, is the final value of t that will make this whole quadratic equation equal 0. Okay? That is the value of t. So once again, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will upload some videos very soon.